Somebody help me. I think I have the monkey flu. Check it out. Ezra Miller's on the run. It's another day and it's another one. He's some serial groomer trash. Now, how can Warner Brothers sell the Flash? And I wonder, I wonder why? Why? He ran away, and I wonder if Ezra will stay. Our little runaway, run away. I'm sorry. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. And as always, what do I invite you to do? I invite you to kiss my ass. No, as always, I invite you to like, to share, and to subscribe. And when you subscribe, please hit that notification bell like ding, so it lets you know whenever I drop these pathetic videos. Also, guys, if you care to contribute to the channel, to actually help me, to help you, and to put my child through school and all of that good stuff that life throws at you, then please take advantage of the Super Thanks feature that's there. The Super Thanks feature works in much the same way as a super chat. During the live streams, you can go on and donate to the channel. It lights up your comment. I see the comment. I zero in on the comment like boop, 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 and I respond to the comment each and every time. Thank you, guys, from the bottom of my heart, and thank you, as always, just for being here. Now, listen, guys, I want to share my opinion on this Ezra Miller situation that, you know, we've all been talking about what's going on with Ezra. Ezra, the star. It is him that they come to see, the star. DC, Warner Brothers put all of their eggs into this Ezra Miller basket as far as their cinematic universe is concerned, right? And what does he do? He flips the fuck out. So, let's get into this because, guys, Ezra Miller has gone missing. He's a runaway, a runaway, and he's run away. And you also got allegations of a new girl in the family talking about how Ezra, you know, was grooming her. You know, this all began, I think it was last year when we saw Ezra choking that poor woman out. You want to fight? You want to fight? He like victimizes women. That's what this psycho does. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's terrorizing Hawaii. You know what I mean? Hawaii has not been gripped in this type of terror and fear since the Brady Bunch descended upon them like 40 years ago. But here's Ezra doing something far worse and far sinister. And now they're acting like they can't find him, right? And my thing is, I feel like Ezra Miller, if you really have been paying attention about what's been going on in Hollywood, you know Hollywood is freaking weirdo capital like of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like all types of craziness goes on there, and sick and twisted, deluded individuals are allowed to run free. And it's only when they piss somebody off or someone has decided that their time is up, no pun intended, that things come out. You know what I mean? So to me, Ezra is not as much on the run as I feel like he's probably being protected, right? And I got this story here that I feel is maybe just possibly a little indication of what I'm talking about here, because we have a writer or an ex-writer that was on the Flash project who is saying that, oh, this isn't the Ezra that I know. The Ezra that I know is a wonderful individual. You know what I'm saying? So here you have the industry, or a little portion of the industry, what I believe is probably a sign of things to come, kind of being a character witness for this degenerate, okay? So this was on the direct.com. And it says here in the headline, it says right here, listen up, it says right here, the Flash writer supports Ezra Miller following troubling allegations. Yeah, it's troubling. It's a little bit far more than troubling, I think. It says here, in just over a year, Warner Brothers will finally release its long-awaited solo movie, The Flash. Not as long awaited as the Superman movie or the Batman movie, which is the one that we want. I want Batfleck, all right? That's what I want. We want Cavill, we want Batfleck. Nobody was fucking checking for Ezra Miller, okay? But, okay, so for the sake of the article, yeah, they'll release its long-awaited solo movie, The Flash, which has been through countless developmental problems for nearly a decade already. Unfortunately, these problems continue to persist today due to the issues surrounding its leading actor, Ezra Miller, who's played the leading role since 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, Miller has been the center of some disturbing press for the last couple of years, and after some unfortunate controversy off camera, with new accusations having arisen in the past few years. Most recently, the actor behind Barry Allen responded to grooming accusations with a barrage of memes and pictures on Instagram, although Miller then deleted the entire Instagram account only 1 day later. Oh, that's got nothing to do with this. I'm sure that has everything to do with the toxic fans. Let's go with that, okay? We'll blame it on the toxic fans. Has nothing to do with this controversy. It's those damn fans again. That's what it is. You know, they're the root of all evil. Although they are leading, arguably, the DCEU's most anticipated solo movie next year. And you know what? Here's where it starts to get confusing, guys, because now we get into the generous usage of pronouns in this article, okay? So, like, hold on, because I'm having a hard time with this the first time that I read it. Let's see if I can do better this time. So, although they, and by they mean Ezra, although they are leading, arguably, the DCEU's most anticipated solo movie next year, Miller's accusations have become more than worrisome as the Flash actor remains in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. Even so, one of their former collaborators shared their own thoughts about the experience working with Miller, along with their hopes for the best to work itself out. Former Flash writer on Ezra Miller accusations. So the Rolling Stones spoke with Grant Morrison, a former writer on the Flash movie who has also written many DC comic book runs, including The Flash, comic book runs, The Flash, and discussed accusations and controversy surrounding Ezra Miller ahead of the solo movie's release in June 2023. So let's see what he says, all right? I'm going to scroll down here to the man's actual statement. Okay, so he goes on to say, keep in mind, try to keep up with these pronouns, guys. And this is Grant Morrison's statement. I know they've had these problems. I haven't spoken to him. Wait a minute, you said they. Now he's him again. Okay, so I know they have had these problems. I haven't spoken to him for a while. And the last time I spoke was long before this. All I can say is that it's not just the person I know. It's just not the person I know. I've heard stories just like everyone else. I don't know. Ezra cut off contact from pretty much everyone for a while. It's not the person they were. They weren't aggressive in any way. I just thought Ezra was a super intelligent kid with so many talents. So all I can say is that I didn't see that side in any way with them. Okay, so he also reflected on the unused screenplay, and he said that it was good. Of course he's going to say that. He wrote it, right? Or he has something to do with it. So he goes on to say, well, there have been a few versions, and as far as I can remember, Ezra just wasn't quite happy with what he was getting at the time. And he had a lot of ideas. He came, look, if you can't commit to the pronouns, how the fuck do you expect the rest of us to do? But see, these are the crazy times that we live in, guys. All right? They want to put this stuff out there as long as you can bash it on the rest of us, you know what I mean? But these people can't even keep it straight themselves. So 1 minute it's thee, and it's they, and it's them, and it's we, and us, and all of that. But then the next, it's him again, right? So he says, well, there have been a few versions, and as far as I can remember, Ezra just wasn't quite happy with what he was getting at that time. And he had a lot of ideas. He came to me with a book of ideas, and then we worked together. It really was just the two of us. He came over here to Scotland and hung out. And we wrote this thing. We really liked it. They only gave us 2 weeks. It was cruelty, you know? It was hardcore. We had to be like the Flash to get this thing done. And they were looking for something quite different. I got paid, and it was good fun. It didn't do the job they were looking for, which was the franchise thing and set things up and bring other characters in. It was a Flash story, so it wasn't where they wanted to go with the multiverse and stuff, and that was the end of it. Okay, so anyway, this guy, what he's saying is that Ezra Miller is a good old dude, you know what I mean? He's a great guy. The only Ezra Miller he knows is like a wonderful person, you know, great guy, get to know him, and he'll give you the shirt off his back. They all say the same stuff, you know what I mean? But the point is that in the face of all of this, these are a little bit more than accusations, all right? The man is someplace and nobody knows where he is, and they have to sell a movie based upon him as the central character that they're hoping is going to spark up a whole franchise. You know, they're hoping that it's going to reinvigorate the DCEU. This man is missing, and somebody's children are affected by this. There are parents who are complaining, even though, like I said before, this is kind of the climate that goes on in Hollywood. You know what I mean? There are parents who are literally selling their children into this machine, into this industry. For whatever reason, I think we all know what goes on here. It's like grooming is something that is an open secret, and it's been that way in Hollywood forever. You know, so when you have someone like Ezra Miller who just happens to bubble up to the surface and you see what's going on with him, don't you believe for a second, all right, that he is something that is, you know, an anomaly or something like that. He is the tip of the iceberg. He is a symptom of a greater disease. And if he's not being brought in and he's not being caught, it's probably because someone realizes how much he's worth and they haven't quite figured out how they're going to spin this yet. So until they do, they're going to keep him under wraps. That's my opinion, okay? I don't think that this is a situation where the man is just on the run someplace. I just think that they're trying to figure out what they're going to do here, okay? Because one of their secrets is like off script, you know? So until they can figure out what they're going to do, they're going to keep it on the low. They're going to figure this thing out and how they're going to sell it to us and all that stuff. And once they figure out how to do that, if it works in Ezra Miller's favor, then it's going to go forward. If it doesn't, watch. He's going to crash and burn. They're going to throw him under the bus. And that's the last you're going to hear of Ezra Miller. You know, it's just going to be one of those true Hollywood stories. You know, it's going to be a tragic situation. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think about what's going on here. And do you think, like I think, that it's more probably likely that it's the industry that's keeping this man under wraps, that's keeping him away from the public and the press and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think he's protected and they're just trying to figure out what to do with this because there's a lot of money riding on it. So anyway, guys, like I said, get in the comment section. Let me know what you make of all of this craziness, what you make of all of my craziness. And I thank you. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. We're going to keep an eye on this story. We'll see what's up. And I'll see you later. Thanks again, guys. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.